create custom object and tab custom object and customer tab with 41 fields and different sections. So let's say this. They say they want these sections and these are the fields they want. So this technical document, they send this only, left side one. This data entry pick list mandatory, we have to see. And mandatory, they will mention. This data entry pick list, we have to decide. This document already prepared. So for one insurance company, they want to save customer details. In this customer details, they have divided this into this color. Sections, whenever that color is there, that is sections. Under that sections, 16 fields are there in one section. That is the customer demographic details. In the next session, occupation details, yellow color. They have given few details. Other information required, one section. Product features, preferences, one section. Current insurance policy details. They have given this document like this, and we have to create object, tab, and fields. Now these are 41 fields are there. To create 19 fields, it may took some time. But not only these 41 fields in real time, they ask us to create so many fields. Hundreds of fields will be there for each object. What are the different ways to create fields or objects?
Object manager and schema builder. Object manager, schema builder, and
developer console.
Yeah, for program at KL also we can create. We can create program at KL by using developer console. Even we can create object. Anything we can do from program at KL. That is common for everything. So this schema builder is a graphical representation tool. By using this, we saw object structure, right? And we saw fields. We saw this one we have done. By using schema builder, we have seen this. But now we will see how to create object, and for that object, how we can create fields. To go to schema builder, go to setup. In the setup, click find, type schema builder. Whenever you open schema builder, all objects will be loaded. To clear all objects, just click on this. This is like unselecting the object. Now to create a new object, go to elements. Here object is there. You can directly drop this on this canvas. It is asking same like creating object, right? When you go to object manager, however you create those options, it is giving here. Label. Now what object we will create is, it's already data types we have created here. Plural name, I am giving data, or else I will go with document. What is same? We'll go with this. We'll go with this. So we'll create one custom object name, hiring manager. Plural label is hiring managers. Object name. Hiring manager. Now this is the object to store details of hiring. Sorry.
Object name should have underscore, right?
Let us see. I will close this. Again, we will drop. Hiring manager. Hiring managers. It automatically comes. We have deleted it. We should add if it is missing. Is to store hiring manager details. If it is gap, then it will give underscore. If there is no gap, it won't give.
Yeah, okay.
So hiring manager name, automatically it will give text data type. We will allow this in reports, allow in activities, track field history. It is deployed. Add notes to the page link. Click. Now we can see those four fields same like in object manager, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I want to add some more fields. Which fields I want to add is location. I want to add contact number, email address, designation, current CTC, expected CTC. I want to add these details. Now for location, which field I have to select? I want to give options to select, not data entry. Which field I have to select? Which data type I have to select?
Pick list.
Multi-pick list or pick list?
Pick list.
Because location only one we select. Just
Yes.
drop here. Here field label, location. Field name, location, description, stores, location details. If you want to give help text, you can give. Values. Which values? USA, India, Australia. So in which you have tried this? Display values alphabetically. If you do this, it will display values in alphabetical order. Now we have given in USA first, India second, Australia last. It will display Australia first, India second, USA last. If you want to select any default values as default value, that time none we can give, then use first value. Whenever it is required, we can use that. Now I am not using anything. Save. Location came here, right?
Yes.
After location, designation I want to give. Which one I have to select for designation? Which data type?
Pick list.
If I want to select directly, I want to write. I want to give options.
Text.
Text here. Designation. So these things I am not giving. Length. Usually for text data type, what is the maximum length?
255 characters.
255 characters.
Now I don't want to give 255 characters. So I am mentioning here length as maximum of 15 characters. If is there any default value, you can give. Now designation, you want to make it mandatory or not? Okay, let me make it mandatory, required. Unique, it has duplicate value. I am not giving unique. External ID is not there. Save. Observe. Red mark is coming for what?
It's a mandatory field.
Here, these are the mandatory fields. Automatically, it has come like this. Red mark.
Yeah.
Next, I want to give CTC. Which one I have to use?
It's a currency.
Current CTC, what I have to give? Data type.
Currency.
Okay. If I give number, what will happen?
It will not be available in the currency format like dollars or INR.
Yes. Current CTC. Field name is that. And length, how much you want to give. These many digits won't be there. Maximum 9. And decimal places, you can have 2 decimals. It is not required. It is not mandatory field, just saving it. Expected CTC.
Same currency.
Save. It is displaying including length. Here you observe one thing. Whenever we are creating object, that object took how many characters, how many digits, how many letters? Text data type we have selected while creating the object. It is giving 80.
Yeah.
Do that kind of observation. Sometimes they suddenly ask this kind of questions to test us. Then I want to give email address. Which one I have to select?
Email.
I am not mentioning, I am saving it. Then phone number.
Phone.
Like this, Salesforce has given all the facilities. We don't need to do anything. If it is phone number, it takes phone number only in the phone number format. So this is done now. Now, what we have to do next step? What is the next step? What is the next step? Now we have created object. What is next step?
We have to make it available in the page layout.
Okay. When page layout will come?
After the field level security.
Now object is available. If you want to go to page layout, how you can go?
By going to the object manager.
Okay, you will go to object manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
From setup.
Okay.
And go to that object and select page layout.
Hiring manager.
Okay, I am selecting hiring manager. Then?
And page layout on the left hand side.
Okay.
New page.
Hiring manager layout.
Okay.
Then sort the fields according to the different sections.
Okay. Now we came here. Now I will set the page layout. But where I can see that page layout? End user can see this page layout. You are doing as a developer. What is the next step after creating the object?
Visibility of the fields to different applications.
Okay, that we will do. As a programmer, we will do that. Okay. But you are missing one thing. That is only simple thing. It is not difficult thing. Difficult. Just think. Now we will do everything. This setup we will do. We are the programmers, we are administrator, we can do this. But how it is available for end user? Will it be end user can see this object?
No.
By going to the tab, but we have not selected tab. There was no tab option, tab creation option. So we have to create a tab.
Yeah, that is the important step. Once you create tab, then only that will be available for end user, right? You will do the things internally. You can do it at any time. After creating object, if you want to make available of that object to use end user, you have to create a tab.
Yeah.
In the setup, go to tabs.
Tabs.
So we are going to create custom object tab, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which object will be available here?
Hiring manager.
Only one, because only hiring manager doesn't have tab. So give something. Click next. If you want to enter description, you can enter. This is the profile visibility. I'm giving to all profiles. Click next. Then applications. So if you observe here one thing, whenever we are creating object, whenever we are creating a object, creating object, what we are getting in the creating object, we are getting profile, screen, and application.
Application screen.
When we are creating field, you have tried with object manager. What we are getting, which screens we are getting? Which screen we are getting while creating the field?
Field level security.
Okay. Then?
And page layout.
Yes. Because object is available at high level. Under the object, for that object, which page layout? Whatever the object is available, that object page layout should be there. For that field level security, is it readable or how you want to make it? That it is asking. Okay, that we have to remember. These observations we have to remember. Few techniques. Now we have created tab for hiring manager. Now we will create records. Hiring managers is there. New. What is happening here now? How many fields we have created?
5.
We have created more than 2.
Yes.
But it is showing only 2 fields here. Why?
Mandatory, it's required. Yes.
Because whenever you create fields by using SchemaBuilder, that time fields which are mandatory, those fields only visible here. Now how to add those fields?
Using page layout.
We have to use page layout. We can go like this to page layout. What are the 2 navigations we have? Either we can go from object manager. Here from object manager, you can go to that object. Go to this page layouts. Or else go to the tab here from force.com and click on edit layout. These are the 2 navigations. So what are the drawbacks of creating object or fields through page SchemaBuilder? First thing is we cannot create tab. They will ask this question. What are the drawbacks when we are using SchemaBuilder? If you create object, we cannot create tab. If you create fields, only mandatory fields are visible in the page layout. Optional fields are not visible in page layout. But what are the benefits? Benefits are in real time, each object contains 400 to 700 fields. To create these many fields, it takes long time. How much time it took to create from object manager? Might be 30 seconds at least, or 15 seconds. Might be, for me, I think 30 seconds. But if you do with SchemaBuilder, it will reduce to 15 seconds because you are dragging and dropping. So time is consuming here. But for if you use schema builder, it takes only 15 seconds. I guess this. It is not correct figure. I feel it. In the half of the time we can finish. So it saves times. By using schema builder, fields can be created quickly. So page layouts, each tab contains page layout, right?
Yes.
Page layout is the collection of graphical user interfaces to manage the records. We can perform DML operations through page layout, data manipulation language. So each account, so insert, update, delete, undelete, view, all these things, those are the page layouts. Whenever you go to any UI, any page, that is the page layout. Wherever you go, even if you open any website, this is the page layout. Any website if you open, this is the page layout. This is showing like this. For me, it is showing like this. If they have any specified users, premium users, they might see some different screen. If you take any ICICI bank or any bank, if you are normal user, retail user, that screen will be, that page layout will be different. If you are corporate user, page layout will be different. If it is a corporate company account, page layout will be different. So these page layouts are used for specific users, how we can display our pages. So whenever you see account object, if you create accounts tab, there will be account layout for account object. For contact object, contact layout. If you create any custom object like branch or position employee, that layout name is employee layout. Branch layout, position underscore layout. We can see this. So hiring manager we have created. It is hiring manager layout. Automatically it gives like this. With that object name, layout is created. This all work is done by Salesforce internally. Based on the requirement of the client, as a Salesforce administrator developer, we have to create additional page layouts. Sometimes what happens, now we have created one hiring manager object. For that object, there is one page layout. There might be another object, position. In that object, in the position object, they already give position layout. But for the position, people might be in the organization, it is an IT company. There are two kinds of jobs. IT people can apply for jobs, non-IT people. There might be other jobs like receptionist or HR department, accounts department. For the departments, we need separate layout because IT jobs people requirements are different. Whatever they want inputs from IT job seekers are different, non-IT job seekers are different. That time we need to create two page layouts. So this is the assignment, take it as assignment. Create one position object. Create position object. For that position object, create positions tab and create two layouts. One layout is IT jobs, one layout is for non-IT. That is simple work. I don't need to explain. There is no big logic. I have given navigation. Follow this navigation and do it. So every page layout contains two modes. One is edit mode and another one is detailed mode. If you go to any page layout, this is for internal purpose. Now we will finish this. See this. So here now whenever we want to create record, that time it is showing only two fields available because those are the mandatory fields. Those fields it is showing. Now we want to bring those other fields which are not showing here. We have to drop them in the page layout. We have to edit that page layout and do it. In two ways we can go to page layouts. Navigation to edit page layout. One is through object manager. Go to object manager, select object and go to page layout. Second option is tab. Select, click on the tab and the tab bar. Then go to force.com, right side. Then click on edit layout. In these two ways we can do. So now here it is showing all the fields. This is called always visible control. This part, this section. Because if you click down, it is always visible, right? This is always visible control. If you scroll down as well, it will show. Usually when we scroll down, that should go up, but it is showing here only. It is not moving. That is the screen. This is the section. It is called always visible control. In that always visible control, we can see all the fields, optional fields as well. We can see whichever is in bold, those fields are not available in page layout section. This page layout section, only two fields are available now: hiring manager and designation. Star mark is there, required fields, so that you drop this them here. Once you drop, it will become inactive here. It won't be in bold because that is available here. Now, these are in single column, right? When you go to Accounts tab, when you click Create New, or if you want to see this, it is showing like this in 2 columns with different sections. Account information section. It is well organized. For address, only address information. For additional information, this. For description, there is separate section. Now what we have to do is, we have to set them in separate section. We have to order them in properly. For that, what we have to do is, you have to create one section. Drop this section here. It will ask section name. Which section I want is contact section. Here you have detailed page and edit page. Which page you want? Display section header on, detailed page and edit page. This section name should be displayed in detailed page and edit page. What is detailed page and edit page? Whenever you create record, you can see in 2 modes. So this is the detailed view. This is detailed page. And one more thing, what you can do, you can edit this record. In these 2 sections, whenever you open this record in edit mode, that time also it should display. See, if you click this edit, this is the edit mode. Two modes are available for any page layout: detailed mode and edit mode. There we are selecting display section header. This section header, section properties in both detailed and edit page. Here you want 1 column or 2 columns. If it is 1 column, directly it will move to next. We are going to create 2 columns. Then you want to come from left to right or top to down. Usually it's from left to right. I am selecting this, click on it. Here, by using administrator, you can create only 2 columns. If you want to use more than 2 columns, you have to use either Visual Force or Lightning. You can add any number of columns. You can divide that section into any number of columns by using Visual Force or Lightning. Now, okay. Contact section is here now. For that contact section, I am dropping phone number and email. Another section I want is for CTC, salary details. Same, just save it. Drop that salary. Now save this. Saving. Now see how it is coming. All fields came like this. Now here I am finding designation. I want to make it top. Go to edit layout. Edit. Drop this to top. Save. It has opened. So this is the way how we can do page layouts. Now you can enter hiring manager name, Madhu, designation, recruiter, location. India, phone number, email, you can enter the CTC, 12 lakhs, expected CTC, 15 lakhs, then save. So we can do this by using page layout section. Now see how it is displayed. So not only this, what we can do with page layouts? We can add sections to the page layout. We have done it. We can specify the number of columns to be used, 2 column or 1 column. Tab key order, whenever you are entering new record, it has to move from left to right or top to down. We can place the required fields in the section. We can move fields from one section to other section. We can make the fields required or read only. How we can do that? In the page layout, so we can do in this way. In the hiring managers, you can click, go to edit layout. It is not showing. I don't know why it is not showing. So we do it from object manager. Go from object manager. Hiring manager. Go to that page layout. And this page layout. Now we can see all these fields. Now
By going to the settings,
settings. You can make it either read only or required. If you make it read only, people can only read. We cannot enter. If you make it required, it is mandatory. We can do it. Star mark here. Even you can remove this field from here. If you remove, what will happen? It will go to top, that's it. Nothing else. We are not deleting from org or something else. We are just removing it from page layout section. Then you can make it required. We have removed, and you can add required fields to the layout. You can remove unnecessary sections from the page layout. If you don't want, you can remove this section. You can edit this section, and if you don't want this, you can delete this section. If you delete, what happens? Those two will go top. That's it. Because we are in page layout section. We are just customizing our page layout. what we can do? We can customize related list visible on this page layout. What are the related lists? If you see any record, if you open any record, so to activate edit layout, we have to open any one of the record. That time it will actual page layout will open. If you click directly on tab, those options are different. These options are different. So here it is showing open activities, activity history, notes and attachments. These are the related list we call. This we can, if you want to display here, you can display, or else you can remove. If you want to remove, you can remove. To do that, go to this related list. See here. If you don't want to this, just click on this. What are the properties? What it is showing here? New task, if you click, it is showing like this. So these are the available fields. Whatever fields you want to have here, you can add them. See this. If you don't want anything here, if you don't want any fields, you can remove by clicking on selecting and removing. Status you can remove. If you want to add it, you can add. You can change the order. So this is what related. Okay. Then if you want to remove it, you can remove it. That is, this one is columns visible to the related list. Just now. You can add custom buttons to the page layout. If you want to add anything, custom buttons. Or if you want to do any quick actions, all these options are available. Fields. Reports charts. So if you want to add any buttons like submit for approval, you can add. You can drag and drop that button. You can add that. You can create any buttons from Visualforce. You can make these buttons available here. You can drop those in any of the section. If you click that button, some action will be done. Here one button is available. That button you can drop in any of one of the section. That functionality is different. Whatever the functionality is behind that submit for approval, that we can add. We can embed Visualforce pages onto page layout. Now this is showing like this. Whatever they have given, that page layout it is showing. You can design your own Visualforce. That page layout can be embedded here. chart components you can do, Google Maps you can do on the page. So these are the 18 activities we can do. So I have explained each and everything separately here. So here we can track history of the fields inside the object. Like I have, when we select track field history, this option, like to deposit, whenever we deposit money, there should be a history. What is happened? What was the old value? What is the new value? What is the timestamp? We can track that fields history inside the object. If you track that, what happens? It will give who modified the record with old value, new value, and date and time. We can create 800 custom fields for each object, unlimited edition. So, but we can track only 20 fields history. These are the governor limits. It maintains 18 months history. When you can track this field history, whenever you are creating object, that time you have to allow track history. Then only you can do that. So how to see that? Now we go to tab and in the force.com panel, click on view fields. At the end, you can see where it is showing track field history. See this? Set history tracking. In the custom fields and relationships related list, you can see set history tracking. Now I want track history tracking for one field. Which field you want to select? I want to select for something. Okay, this is just for testing. I am selecting CTC. Logically, we have to think for which field we need. Now we have set this history. Whenever you do this for CTC, track history is tick mark, right? You can see this. When you set history tracking, you enter any record now. Or you edit this record. CTC, edit. Change it to 12 from 14. I don't know that figure exactly. I have changed. Now, where you can see this? For CTC, I have modified this. If you go to We will get the track field history related list here. We have activated that. The track field history can be seen. Go to edit layout. Go to related list. In this related list, it is showing activity history. It should show somewhere. This related list is available. Whenever we have modified that, we should see that value. It will show. The record only, it will show that list. We have modified this value. The activity history should show. It is not showing here, right? So we will see tomorrow. I will find it out because immediately it should show in the data list. Set history tracking button is available for custom fields and relationships. If track history field is unchecked, button won't be available. Set history tracking, we have done this. We have to add history related list to page layout. History related list from right panel, it should be
I think it's below groups
where
on the visible panel. Yeah, below the group. Hiring manager history. Yeah.
so we will add this. Okay. Then save it. Yes. See this now. We have created at this time, modified this value 2 times, 12 to 14, 14 to 15 by this user at this date and time. So we have to add that button, hiring manager history button. I was thinking some activity history should be like that in a edit page load. But this is how we can do. Now, what I will do is, I will off this allow activity history. I will go to object manager. We'll go to object manager. the object manager, I will edit the object hiring manager. Edit this object. I will off this track field history. What will happen now? What will happen? Track field history is off now.
There will not be a button for tracking it.
It is not
Selecting the
visible
fields.
here, right? Whatever we have added, that related list, hiring manager history, that is not showing here. Because if you allow the tracking history in object, then only it will show. Go to view fields, fields and relationship section. Here that option is there now.
No.
Last this option was before it was there, but now it is not there. If you want that, if you want to track that history for a field, you have to add that in. You have to select that option while creating the object. Otherwise, it won't. So that is the all about today's session. You do all these assignments. Hiring managers tab, then add optional fields in the object, activate tracking field history for 3 fields, add hiring manager history related list to page layout, create record for hiring manager and add 3 fields, observe history of the field.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, if for one object we are creating, no, for each object, is there any limit for creating fields? Suppose hiring manager, we created one hiring manager as object. There is a requirement like that. One menu means in one object there will be this much only object fields can be created. Is there any limit or unlimited of fields?
800 custom fields are allowed for each object.
Okay.
These are the government limits. And this is also government limits. Now what I will do is, I didn't write questions here. I will write all the questions. I am sending these notes to you anyway. I will write questions and I will send it again to you. How many objects we can create in unlimited edition?